Hello, Libra. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is just going to be a very quick reading. I have an intention in mind designed around the season of fall and falling away in particular. So we're going to do a very specially themed tarot reading for you for this week. I have the Astro Matrix tarot cards out. I'm going to be shuffling through those, and I have Witch's Tarot for clarification, and then we have Oracle cards for the last message at the end. So while I'm shuffling up these cards for you, tune into your intuition and just call upon your guides, your higher self, your spirit, just to see about getting the most clear, concise, truthful message for you that will help you, something that will guide you and aid you in this season that we're in, where things are just naturally beginning to fall away and make room for that time of life that we're getting ready to head into. If you're in states where there's colder seasons, snow is going to start flying, things are going to go dormant, the growth cycle will cease. And so, we're just in nature letting things go. So let's look for you, Libra. What in particular is coming to an end? What is coming to a completion for the sign of Libra? What is coming to an end or completing for Libra? Libra, looking at that completion, ending energy. What is that? Page of Cups. Interesting. Similar message, came out for Virgo, just a little bit of a different placement, but similar to what I said to them is the Page of Cups is all about vulnerability. It's all about sensitivity, it's emotions. It can be like the type that wears their heart on their sleeve, that goes around and, seeks companionship and heart-spaced connectivity with others. A Page of Cups is somebody that they have no qualms about apologizing if an apology needs to be made, making amends with others, making sure that, they just stay open to their sensitivities. So where this is showing up for you, Libra, it's a little bit of a different piece of advice, because that seems to be what's coming to an end. Maybe you have been playing the role of peacemaker. Maybe you've been trying to be the peacekeeper. Maybe you've been trying to keep a group from striking out towards one another. Maybe there's been conflict and you've tried to bring in the love and the light. And I think that role that you've been playing, that specific role itself, might be in time, in order for that to cease. Maybe it's weighing heavy on you. Maybe wearing the vest of peace has been hard on you, because maybe your needs have been going unmet. By looking for everybody else's peace and comfort and trying to be that peacemaker, peacekeeper, I think that it's put a burden on you personally. This is just my intuition. Remember, don't ever take a tarot reading and let it be your truth. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. But I think I'm speaking to a Libra out there who is very sensitive, who has been trying to be all things to all people. I'm trying to encourage apologies. I'm trying to bring groups together who don't like each other. I'm trying to make everybody happy. And when you are focusing on making everyone happy, you're making no one happy, mostly you. I really feel this sense of there's a Virgo out there who is just swimming. This mermaid's underwater, and the emotions are the water. So this mermaid is down there at the bottom of the sea with their cup in their hand. It really seems to me like you're just wanting someone to pay attention to you. You're just wanting someone to meet your needs. You're wanting someone to pay attention to all of this burden that you've been bearing for the sake of the group. It's almost like the sacrificial lamb. So wow, that was a heavy thing to come out, but rest assured, that is what's coming to an end, coming to a completion. I don't think that you're going to stop being a good person, Libra. I think that maybe it's just now is the time for you to put your foot down and almost just have the stance of, I need to take care of me. I need to make sure that my priorities are myself first, everybody else after that. I don't think that is selfish. You know, every time we sit down in an airplane to go somewhere, that is the first rule of thumb with the oxygen mask, is you put it on yourself first and then you put it on others. So you have to take care of you, Libra. That's a strong message. I hope that it lands for you. The next thing I'm looking for, the next message I want to find for Libra is, what is falling away to make room for new? What's falling away to make room for new? Something is going to be new in your life, because we don't just go through these seasons of endings for no reason. What's falling away to make room for new is, this is your spirit. Wands are fire. Fire is your spirit. This is a new opportunity, like a job offer, a job prospect. It's like, hey, we have an opening in company B and we really want you to come and work for us. Maybe you did, gosh, what's falling away is your interest, your proclivity towards the responsibilities at the job, and maybe that was being the peacemaker. What's falling away is your spirit being so heavily influenced by, bureaucracy, by, I think it was more than you bargained for. Something's been very heavy and weighing heavily on your beautiful spirit. I think you really wanted to strike out and strike up a new opportunity and be all things to all people. But again, we're talking about an ace. This is number one. And I think you are number one. I think what's falling away, look at the leaves falling off the branch, the wand. I think what's falling away is all of the burdens that have been placed on you. There's been way too much responsibility, way too many expectations placed on you, Virgo. I meant to say Libra. I'm so sorry. Maybe you have something in common with a Virgo, because I keep getting a lot of similar themes to what we had for Virgo. But what's falling away to make room for new? My gut instinct to say, my intuition is really strong here, is the expectations of other people. That's what's falling away. So how can you cope with the changes that need to be made? Libra, how can you cope with the changes that need to be made? It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to feel easy, because we're talking about other people. And Libra, you're such a social butterfly. You're such a, I'm not saying this in a negative way, I think you are a people pleaser. I think that you really naturally are just a charming sign. And I know you don't like to let people down. So how can you cope with these changes? Oh gosh, Six of Swords. That's interesting, because, well, this is air energy, and Libra, you're an air sign. But what this is really saying is, when we look at Six of Swords, I don't know if you're the person steering the boat, getting people the heck out of there, or if you're these two people. It's almost like a parent and a child, where it reminds me of a safe house. Get in the boat. We're getting the hell out of Dodge. We're going to leave whatever has been mentally straining and draining us. However, this air-based energy is in the water, emotions, just like I was explaining about Page of Cups, that mermaid being buried in the depths of the ocean, all that feeling and all that emotion. These people are sailing on top of the emotion, so there's definitely feelings involved, but it's an effort to protect our mind. In order to protect our mind and our cerebral thinking thoughts, we need to get the hell out of here. whatever it is that's been mentally straining and draining for you, Libra, I think it might be all these expectations and you having to like bear the burden, that sacrificial lamb energy of the entire organization. It really gives me work vibes. But I think that either you're going to leave the job or you're going to leave behind these heavy weights of emotions and expectations. The last card for you, Libra, is how can you be open to the beauty of endings? Not everything that ends is terrible. Sometimes just on the other side of the ending is a new book. One story completes itself, another story opens. And so how can you be open to the beauty of endings? Queen of Swords, you can be yourself. Queen of Swords, very Libran, very Libran. Oh my gosh. Queen of Swords in the upright, just like this one is very truth-oriented, very speaking their mind with calm, clear clarity. The ability to reign on their throne. I love the butterfly, the symbol of transformation, the symbol of this queen has learned her lessons. And it is the feminine energy of the sword suit. So it is not, you don't have to be a woman. If you're a Libra male listening to this message, it just means the feminine qualities. This queen has mastered the ability to internalize her truth, has internalized the ability to speak their truth. They hold their sword very prominently. It is not only something used for defense, but it is also used for offense if needed. This queen has very clear boundaries. This queen is able to speak their truth with love. Like I said, my worth is worth more than your expectations. I'm going to put some clear boundaries down at work about what I think I should and should not be doing. I also am not available to be standing in the front lines of everybody's feelings and emotions and trying to keep the peace in a group of people who may not get along, family or work. This Queen of Swords really does have clear, defined boundaries, sharp, analytical, very intelligent, very intellectual, thinks things through, sees things very perceptively, very intuitive as far as the understanding of what they see and how they perceive it. They can translate that into exquisite truth. So I think this is really awesome. How you can be open to the beauty of endings is to be yourself, your true, authentic, pure self, Libra. I'm going to grab out the Witch's Tarot just for some final clarification for Libra. What can we give Libra as far as clarity, confirmation, validation of this reading? Strength. Seven of Swords. The Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay, so to leave you with the final tarot message, we have Hanged Man, Strength, and Seven of Swords. We have you understanding and knowing people's hidden motives. You understand and know that, not everybody's what they're cracked up to be. There's usually, even if you're smiling on the surface and you're being polite, Libra, I think you know that there are people that have shady undertones and that have been telling secrets and lies and making things up and making things hard and yada, yada, yada. There's people like this everywhere we go. I think that after some time of you shifting your perspective, like I said, I really get this feeling that you came into something very much in the agreement of, I'm going to try to keep the peace, make the peace, all of that. I think that everybody put so many expectations and burdens on you, and that's what's falling away. I understand that you're trying to sail away to smoother waters because where you've been has been exquisitely painful. But I also think you are a truth teller. I think you're a truth speaker. You're a truth knower. And I think that you're going to speak that. After some time, like I said, hanged man, being upside down in your mind, shifting your perspective so that you can gain truth and you can take care of yourself. And that is where this strength comes into play. Your strength is taming your own ego, knowing that you can solve a lot of things, but not everything. I think you understand who you are and what you're capable of. And by taming your own ego, by keeping your pride at bay, you've been able to pull out this truth of yours. This hanged man energy, this being upside down, new perspective has given you the ability to bring out your Queen of Swords. Maybe you've been trying to keep Queen of Swords under, I don't want to pull this side of myself out, but I think it's time. I think it's in high order right now. I want to give you a final message in the way of a light worker oracle. This is Alana Fairchild's light worker oracle cards. And one card for the sign of Libra. This is the Merkaba Spiritual Protection. It's the card number 25, and the 2 and the 5, those add up to the number 7. In numerology, the number 7 is all about withdrawal, contemplation, hanged man, and metaphysics. Very magical. So very powerful as well, putting your mind into your situation and making changes for your highest good. Let me give you a little blurb from the book for Merkaba Spiritual Protection. That's awesome. That is really actually what is in high order right now, is you calling upon spiritual protection. Be open to receive, or being open to receive, is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. That is beautiful. Libra, I am so blessed to be able to be here sharing this reading with you. I would ask that you would comment if you feel comfortable doing that, liking, subscribing, sharing, reposting. Any interaction with my channel is so very helpful, and I'm so grateful. And thank you for being here. And I ask for you to be blessed and be well. Namaste.